Hello learners, it is me, Mrs. Mount here today in our Limitless Learning headquarters. So today is our very first Mindful Monday. I am so excited to be here with you today, and so is Tobias. He's joining us for today too. And so today I just kind of wanted to talk about emotions and the different things that we might be feeling about what's going on, and a couple strategies that I've found that have been working for me anyways, that might help you or your child or your student or yourselves or, like I said, anybody. So let's get to it. So with everything going on in the world today, not going to bring up any names or anything. You all know what's going on. Things might be stressful. You might be scared. You might not feel like you have any control of what's going on in the world, and that can be scary, and that can make us feel a lot of things. We might be scared, and we might be angry, or we might be sad, and all those things are okay. And it's okay to know that feeling those things are okay. But what's not okay is lashing out at people around us, because we can't be doing that. We all have to be really close and stay together right now. So a few of the things that I have been doing and things that I have used with people that I have worked with throughout the years, and things that I recommend to people all the time, are a few breathing techniques that we are going to try together now. Just things that might help. If you notice your day is getting a little bit too stressful, if you notice you're maybe starting to have a hard time breathing, if you're getting really, really tense and you're starting to get upset and you just need to kind of go to a quiet place to get away. I know this is where I come with my lights and my music and the dog, of course. So yeah, here we are. So my all-time favorite, one of the exercises that I personally go to the most is the hand breathing. And so basically what that is you're going to take a look at your hand and you're going to trace up and down your fingers. And each time you go up on your finger, you're going to breathe in. And each time you go down the other side, you're going to breathe out. So let's try that together now. So take your hands out. And we'll put our finger here to start. And we will breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Feels so good. So this is one that I have used from the minute that I learned it. I don't even know when I learned it, but I learned it so long ago, and I use it all the time. I've used it when I've been stressed out, when I've been driving, if work's been getting to be too much, if what's going on in the world is getting to be too much, or just everyday things. Just stopping to take a minute, just to take that breath, to reconnect with yourself. It doesn't even have to, your hand doesn't have to be all the way up either. You could even just do it while you're sitting down, just in your lap. You could even just imagine it. Just imagine breathing in and drawing a finger up your thumb and breathing out and down the other side. So yeah, that's our first one. That's one that I love it. And the reason why I love it is because you don't need any technology, you don't need any, printouts, you don't need anything for it. You literally just need your hands, which are attached to you all the time. So you might as well use them. So, the next one that we are going to do is star breathing. And, some people have printouts of them, as I mentioned. Some people might have apps on their phone or pictures on their phone that they might look at just to do it. I, again, am all about using what you have on you. Sometimes if you're out in the community or if you're at school, you might not have all of these things on you, all of these resources and tools that work really, really well. You might not have them. And you're not going to be running back to the classroom to grab them if your student is in another room and needs some techniques and some strategies then, or if, hi Tobias, or if If your child needs you outside, you're not going to run inside to grab your resources. Or, you yourself, if you're starting to get worked up and, you need to calm down, you're not going to run inside your house to grab your resources either. You're going to want something that works for right there, right then, that you can do anywhere. So here we go. So for star breathing, it's the exact same theory as the breathing in and breathing out with your fingers, except for this anyways, and you can do it with the printout, you can do it with anything. Everything's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just trying to make it easier for you. So, twice, you gotta stop walking in front of the camera, buddy. Alright, so you are just going to trace a star on your palm. If this gets too ticklish, because I know sometimes it gets really ticklish on my hand too, you could just imagine drawing a star like that too. So I'm going to do that because my hand is really, really ticklish right now. So let's do that together. So you can either do it on your hand, you can trace the star, or you can do it in the air, and that's what I'm going to do because my hand is ticklish. So breathe in, breathe out, bring it down the other side of that point, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Twice, that's not for you. Breathe out. Lay down. Come here. Lay down. Sorry about that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And there we go. That's how you do some star breathing. And another one that's really, really similar to that you might have heard of in past videos or in techniques or whatever that you might have learned is the figure 8 breathing. So what that is if you imagine like a figure 8 race course, or even just like the letter 8 if you turn it on its side like that, that is the figure 8. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to trace with your finger. You can do it on your hand or in the air. And when you go around one side, you're going to breathe in. And when you're on the other side, you're going to breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So that's another quick one. You can even, like I didn't even realize I just did. I closed my eyes and you can even just imagine tracing the letter 8 or the figure 8. Breathing in and breathing out. All right, so the next one that we are going to do, actually all of the techniques that we're going to do don't require any resources or tools. You just need your hands and your imagination. And I'm sure that you are all intact with both of those. So the next one that we are going to do is one that I actually learned from a colleague of mine. And it is, you're going to imagine smelling the roses and blowing out the candle. So if you imagine holding a rose, you're going to take a deep breath in, as if you're smelling the most beautiful rose you've ever smelled in your entire life, or lily or tulip or whatever your flower of choice is. And then you're going to stick your finger up and you're going to imagine blowing out a candle. So again, sniff the flower and blow out the candle. And again, sniff the flower and blow out the candle. I find that one is really, really good because I find it makes you extend your breath even longer than a few of the other ones. A few of the other ones I find I can speed up a little bit more. That one I find it's a little bit easier to slow myself down. And I found it for students and individuals that I've worked with as well. So the third last one that we are going to do together is you are going to cup your hands together as if you have a giant cup of hot chocolate or tea or coffee or whatever your favorite warm beverage is. Maybe it's just hot water. I know people that do that. It's healthy apparently. I tried it. It wasn't my thing, but if you'd like to try it, I recommend trying everything. So imagine you just have your cup of your amazingly warm beverage, your favorite warm beverage ever that already makes, I don't know about you guys, but it makes me feel happy inside already. And you are going to imagine sniffing in the wonderful smells of your warm beverage. For me, it's hot chocolate. And then you're going to imagine blowing out the steam and the heat that's coming off of it, that you can see coming off of it. And sniff the delicious aroma of your warm beverage. And blow on it to cool it off. This is another one that I find is really, really good to help slow me down too. Just because you can only really go so fast. And there's something about like a warm beverage, and you don't want to speed it up. You want to slow it down. You want to take it easy and relax. And that's the whole point of these exercises and these techniques, right? So the second last one that we are going to do is actually taught to me by one of my students. And you are going to take your hands together like this. And you are going to push together as hard as you possibly can while taking some deep breaths. I find this one's really, really good if you're worked up, because you can work out all that tension and that pressure by just pushing as hard as you can. Any of that stress or anger or anything you might be feeling, just push it into that hand. Take those deep breaths. And just let yourself be in the moment, not in your head. Not wrapped up in what's going on in the world around you, just right here. I love that one. It feels so good. Okay, and the very last one that we are going to do is another one of my very, very favorite ones, and I thought it was the perfect one to end off this video. So we are going to start by lifting our hands straight up as high as you can. Make sure you're extending your back. Get your hands up and breathe in and out. You can let your shoulders, you can either raise them or when we breathe in and then lower them when we breathe out, or you can just let them relax and do whatever you'd like. It's up to you. And from here, we are going to stretch all the way out. Sorry, guys. Now I'm on the corner wall, so you don't have to be twisting your hands in like this. I'm just doing this because I don't want to hit the wall. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And the final position for this one is to bring your hands all the way around and give yourself a nice big squeeze, a nice big hug. Breathe in. Hey, buddy. Hi, buddy. Breathe in Hug yourself even tighter if you can. And breathe out. Okay, my friends, thank you so very much for joining me today for our very first Mindful Monday. I will be posting new mindful videos every single Monday to share with all of you. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for our calendar, sign language, and our very first math lesson, which promises to be delicious, at least for me, and hopefully you recreate it at home. If you would like any more information, please go over to Facebook at Limitless Learning with Mrs. Mount. That's where you'll find all of our videos, and to contact me with any ideas that you have for any further videos, any mindful activities that you have that you'd like to share with me, really anything, or if you have any questions. So take care, learners. Stay limitless, learners.